This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engaging with your audience and selling anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. Hey Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. How we doing? How you good today? But yes, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm very glad you're here today to join me for some homophobic memes. Those memes that are homophobic, deliberately homophobic, very much homophobic. No accidental allies here. I'm saying that because that's what I just filmed before this one. But yeah, we're going to be looking at those homophobic memes. So I hope you're ready for them. You're homophobic. Phobic? You think I'm scared? I mean, maybe, but mostly I just think you're a bigot. It might have the word phobic in it. It might be homophobia, but it is not all based on a fear. The definition of homophobia is a dislike or prejudice towards people who are gay or people who are not straight. Nowhere in there does it mention a fear. Although what I would say, I think it does often come with a fear of the unknown. It comes with a level of being scared of something that you don't understand. So maybe you are a little bit scared. I don't get concept of pride. Interesting. I mean, how come can someone be proud just for their orientation in getting laid? I feel like this is one of the cis straightest most privileged things that can be said.
I don't get pride. I don't get why you need pride. Why do you need pride? Why do you get to be proud of who you are?
That's because you are the one that boils down LGBTQ identities to literally being just about sex. When there is a culture and LGBT plus people have been discriminated against for so long, and there is a necessity for pride and there is an importance for LGBT people to be uplifted and to understand that there is nothing wrong with them, because that's what society has been saying for so long. To not understand why somebody would celebrate pride and why somebody would have pride in themselves as an LGBT plus person and think that it's all down to just getting laid. Wow, I know that you're cis and straight, extremely cis and extremely straight. And potentially a bit bigoted. Gays are normal people. Why do they always show LGBT plus people as the I know why, I don't need the answer. So you can make fun of them. You cannot make fun of them, that's homophobic. So they are not such ordinary people. What? Hold on. You cannot make fun of them, that's homophobic. So you can make fun of them. Okay, I like how often homophobes are
oh, it's just a joke.
Oh, so sensitive.
Whilst just being so overtly discriminatory. There's a difference between making a joke that includes LGBT plus people and is about them and they are laughing along with you, and then there's making fun of and making a joke at the expense of gay people, of bi people, of trans people, of anybody who's LGBT plus, as a way to take the piss out of them for who they are and their identity that veers into the realm of discrimination. You make a cracking gay joke, sure, that is not at the expense of gay people, great. That's not discrimination. It's not that you cannot have a laugh and make a joke. It's that you can't be an asshole. You can't literally say something homophobic and then be like,
it was a joke.
Solar energy will make you gay. Is that meant to be scaring people off solar energy or encouraging them to get solar energy? I can't tell if this is homophobic or not. Why is it that everything that right-wing people don't like, for some magical reason, will make you gay? It'll make you this other thing that they don't like. I wonder. Before we carry on with the homophobic memes, I do have some very sad news. Even more sad than homophobic memes. Well, remember my dinosaur dentistry business that I spoke about recently? Well, due to the amazing website I was able to create for it with Squarespace, I have been inundated with people telling me that dinosaurs are in fact extinct, which somewhat detracts from the necessity of a dinosaur dentist. Oh dear. Squarespace allowed me to create such an amazing website though that I am exploring the options of still selling some amazing dinosaur dentist related products, such as the meat and leaf flavored toothpastes, all using the amazing shop feature that Squarespace has to offer. Squarespace makes it easy peasy to sell your products online, whether they're physical like toothpaste, digital or service based. Squarespace has all the tools you need to start selling online. And this is made even easier with flexible payments, making checkout seamless for customers with simple yet powerful payment tools. Even a dinosaur themselves could order their own toothpaste, if they weren't extinct. And they could pay using credit cards, PayPal, or even Apple Pay. And it's not just the shop and flexible payments that make it easy to sell online, but Squarespace's flexible website templates allow you to create a professional looking website easily and for any category. With Squarespace websites, you can customize the look, update content, and add features to fit your unique needs. It will be sad to say goodbye to dinosaur dentistry because dinosaurs are cool, transphobia is not. I guess I will just need to find something else. Maybe if you leave a comment down below of a job I could try out, I might just make a website out of it. To get started on your own website, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Jammidodger and get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. The link is in the description. Thank you very much for listening. And now on with the homophobic memes. Homophobic? Damn straight, these homes spooky as F. Okay. I don't think this is a homophobic meme, but I also don't find it funny. Netflix, we're losing all our followers and money. What can we do? Make more crappy Netflix originals. Add more LGBTQ and minority charters. Stop raising prices and keep the good shows. Who do they throw out the building? We, the one who wants to stop raising prices and keep the good shows. But no, yes, we're going to joke at how much of a bad idea it is to have more diversity in the casts of Netflix shows. How funny. What do they mean by keep the good shows? I don't know what someone who is homophobic would consider a good show. Make more crappy Netflix originals. I agree with the stop raising prices bit, but that's where I stop and end with my agreement of this comic. Hard to swallow pills. Refusing to indulge another person's psychosis is not a phobia. Oh, the phobes think they're doctors now. I really do feel like often homophobia from this angle is occurring because to justify their homophobia, there has to be a very strong reason for it. And there has to be such like a belittling of the target of the phobia that it fixes that like dissonance in people's heads of like,
I'm not a bad person. Being homophobic is not bad because of this, and this reason.
So basically saying that people who are LGBT plus have some form of psychosis and that's why they call you homophobic rather than it just being the fact that you are being discriminatory and you're a bigot. The homophobes don't want the hard to swallow pill. They just want to live in a fake reality that they're not the problem and that LGBT plus people are the problem and there must be something wrong with them, and that's the reason why being homophobic is okay. Sorry I made you gay. Give me one last hug before you go to hell for eternity. This almost feels accidental ally-ish because it's like, sorry I made you gay. Is that meant to be God hugging Jesus? I just assumed Jesus was gay. Why did I assume that God was talking to his son? Okay, could be talking to anybody. Rewind. Sorry I made you gay. So God is saying sorry to a gay person that he made them gay. So the person who made this meme is admitting that what they believe that God makes people gay, but still sends them to hell. Because that is not a God I'd want to ever believe in. Personally, I don't anyway, but like, wow, yes. Almighty being that creates people in a way that they cannot control or change, that automatically means they are going
to hell.
Fiery pits of eternal damnation is for you because God made it that way. Wow. I don't need you anymore. I'm woke now. Honestly, I thought they just had a really high quiff of hair, but no. The whole like, it's like an egg. That brain proportionately far too big. So technically you're saying to become woke, you require a big brain. I don't know why you would no longer need it once you reach the level of woke, but yeah, big brain woke people. I feel like this again goes to my point earlier where to excuse away homophobia and bigotry, there has to be something wrong with the target of that homophobia and bigotry. So it's like now it's like, oh, we hate on woke people because we're going to say they're stupid. LGBT podcasts, Spotify is spoon feeding them to me who is straight and listens to homophobic rap. Is that you being annoyed? I think maybe Spotify knows something that you don't. I always see this though. I get so many comments on my videos going, ugh.
Why is this showing up on my suggested feed? Ugh, I don't want to watch videos like this.
Newsflash, if you interact with, if you click on them, if you listen, if you rate things, if you like, if you comment, then YouTube and other platforms are going to promote those things to you even more. So going onto a video or something else and saying, why are you suggesting this to me?
Ew.
YouTube doesn't read that and go, oh, our bad. Sorry, we won't do that again. Mr. Homophobic, Frank, sorry, Frank's out there. Yeah, he's commented on a trans person's video that he doesn't want to see that anymore. So yeah, make sure poor Frank doesn't see that stuff. Yeah, cool, good, thanks. That doesn't happen. What YouTube says is, Mr. Homophobic Frank commented on this trans-related video or LGBT plus related video. Let's suggest more, because clearly he likes them because he's interacting with them. So whenever I see stuff like this, I'm just like, well, what are you doing to make Spotify think that you want LGBTQ plus podcasts? No matter how you color them, only one will fit. They're all rainbow. I like how bigots have just decided that inanimate objects that humans have created to plug one side into the other of something is now becoming the standard definition of what a functioning or working or correct relationship should look like. Yes, it's all about putting the two sides of the seatbelt buckle together in a way that clicks shut. Any other way, no, that means the humans are incorrect. I don't know either. It doesn't make sense. But with this one, all the belts are rainbow. I feel like someone made an error, but I'm not mad about it. How do I get a job? How do I pay taxes? How do I buy a new house? School. Well, actually... progress flag. So instead of teaching kids useful things, they're being taught LGBTQ plus stuff, because we all know that the gay curriculum is overtaking the schools, and that is all kids are learning about these days. Tell me, I never learned about doing taxes and buying a house in school, but I also never learned about LGBT plus stuff. I don't think that inclusive education is the reason why education is still lacking in like practical life skills and general knowledge. They're very separate things that can both be taught. But I like how homophobes have decided, no, it's not the fact that kids have never been taught these useful life skills and life knowledge things in school. That's not the problem.
The problem is LGBTQ plus education.
The tiny, tiny bit of the curriculum that is in some schools, that is why kids do not know how to pay their taxes. A cat with homophobia in its eyes. I think that's very rude. Cats would never be homophobic. I don't get it, because the cat has two different coloured eyes. I'm very confused. A boy and his puppy both with homophobia. And it's the same thing. What is this? I need to Google if this is a thing. So I Googled it. These memes perhaps do not sit in homophobic memes. Different coloured eyes is called heterochromia. Apparently somebody misspelt it to be homophobic, but I don't believe that. I understand if you wouldn't know the word heterochromia, but to mistake it for homophobia? I don't know. I feel like someone's trying to make a bad joke. Gay couple asks for way to their location. Me after telling them to go straight. Ha, ha. Because you're telling them to go straight to hell. Only really works if you believe in hell, though. Person makes a mildly edgy joke. Twitter, I diagnose you with homophobic. I diagnose you with homophobic after making a mildly edgy joke. It should be makes a wildly homophobic joke. People who are not homophobic, that's a bit homophobic. It was just a joke. Can't take a joke anymore. They just excuse away homophobia with joking if they don't actually want to face up to the fact that they're homophobic and they are discriminating against people who are not straight. Does anyone here know how I should punish my son for having a boyfriend? Oh, help. You could do this revolutionary thing of just letting him live his life because there's nothing wrong with having a boyfriend. Imagine going onto Facebook and asking people very openly, like, how confident must you be in your homophobia? How blinded must you be that being homophobia is an okay and acceptable thing to be, to post this publicly? There are 4 comments on this, and I really hope all of them are being like, stop it. Close the computer, switch off the phone for the night. Don't do this. While the world is going crazy over the whole pronouns thing. Oh, we've got a little potential transphobic one in here as a bonus for you. I've made mine easy for others to remember. I identify as a danger. My pronouns are try/me. They have one joke. This is literally just the attack helicopter joke, but someone's trying to be edgy with it. Ernie, by making sexist, racist, and homophobic jokes on the internet, you are part of normalizing it and inspire others to do the same. But you're right, let's make more. Weren't Bert and Ernie gay? I don't think Bert would be saying that. Hello, person, just politely informing you why actually homophobia and making jokes about it is very bad, and the same goes for sexism and racism. It's really not something we should be joking about and normalizing as just being something to joke about and be mean about. And then the person's like, well, let me do it more. I'm not homophobic, I'm sexist towards your mental illness. What? What the hell is this? And this is where it's like things like Section 28 and criminalization of gay identities. And when was it that being gay stopped being seen as a mental disorder? It looks like in 1973. Something that has not been officially classified wrongly in that way for over 50 years now, that still has a lasting impact. Things like Section 28 still has an impact. It had a long-lasting impact. It had an impact on the kids who were at school. It took years for anybody to reach any kind of level of comfort. Even when it was allowed, the social stigma on it was still very present, and it takes a really, really long time for viewpoints to progress and society to progress after laws are changed. It's like when lies are said, it's so much quicker to put a lie out there and gain a following and trust in that lie than it is to show people that it's wrong. And you won't ever show everybody that ever believed that lie that it's wrong. Me, when a homophobic slur slips out, oh, another one. Oh dear, let me put 20p in the jar. The slur jar over there. Oh, silly Gary saying the T slur again, how dare. It's just so like, oh dear Ruby, oh little slur. If you're finding that slurs slip out, I feel like there's something else going on there. Like it's not just a slur slipping out. That's your beliefs bleeding through in a way that you know is wrong. It's like people know it's wrong to say, but will say it I don't understand. I feel like that requires unlearning. I can see why if you grew up with it being a really normal word to use, or like this bunch of slurs being really normal to just throw around, even if not aimed at the people that they're intended to be slurs against, but just as a kind of negative word that you throw around, it can take a while to get out of the habit of just reverting to that behavior. But it requires like effort, not just like oops, let me make a meme about it. Like a cartoon drawing of buildings over the Hollywood sign, pride flags and brand names. Haha, why is the right so obsessed with LGBTQ? They bring it into everything. I mean, why are these not photos? That's either laziness or they couldn't find that many. And also, this just screams the whole homophobic cis straight guy sees one gay couple in an advert and suddenly thinks that cis straight people are not represented in adverts anymore. They just think it's everywhere because they're so used to not seeing it anywhere that now they're being like 10% representation. They feel flooded and overwhelmed because they're so used to zero. Free speech, stomping on a burning American flag. Hate speech, stomping on a burning pride flag. Well, I don't remember American being a protected characteristic. Oh yes, that marginalized group of people celebrate straight pride. Without it, none of us would be here. Are you sure none? Are you sure? Government, LGBTQ plus agenda, society. This looks like it's been taken from a naughty video. Yes, it is the government that is shoving whatever the LGBTQ plus agenda is down society's throats. Yeah, we know how much the government supports LGBTQ plus people, particularly trans people. Sure. Did you know this is the result of joining 4 pride flags together? I'm not gonna show the image, but somebody's taken 4 progress pride flags, you know, the one with the chevron, twisted them in a way to create a certain symbol that has a rather bad history and is, yes, that is a very big stretch. I'd be surprised if the person making this didn't pull a muscle with this reach. It reminds me of that meme where somebody did like Pride Month and took out some letters and was like, ha, it says demon.
That makes pride demonic.
You go on believing that if you would like to, sure. And that was the last one for today. What did we think of the video? Did we like it? Don't forget to click the link in the description box to check out Squarespace, and yeah, think about giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to. Go let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.